Hello there. So, you want to use Ventoy on your macOS, but unfortunately the Ventoy to disk script just doesn't work. So, in this little tutorial here, we're going to use VirtualBox to create a VM and use the Ventoy LiveCD in order to format any USB device. So, to get started, go ahead and go to the Ventoy website and downloads, and then click on the LiveCD ISO. Then it'll go to the GitHub website, and then you can download the ISO, usually in the assets area. If it doesn't show up there, you can go to a previous release version, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Let's go to releases, and then see here, previous release, check the assets, and then it should show up there. So, next thing you want to get downloaded is the VirtualBox installer, which you will just go ahead and click there in order to get the macOS version, and then also go to VirtualBox extension pack and get that downloaded from right here. And then I've already got these files downloaded, so I'll just go ahead and go to my downloads folder and get VirtualBox installed. And then we can just fast forward through this a little bit. Okay, so if you get this prompt, you may want to reboot beforehand, but since I've already had VirtualBox installed on my system, I won't need to reboot. And now just fast forward again. All right, and now that VirtualBox is installed, we can go ahead and start it. So go ahead and open VirtualBox. And then don't mind these virtual machines here. These are something that I created beforehand. These are unrelated. So go ahead and go to VirtualBox up here, Preferences, and then Extensions, and then add the VirtualBox extension pack. That's going to be needed because otherwise you won't be able to connect some of your USB devices correctly to the virtual machine. I'll go ahead and enter my password here, and now that's successfully installed. So now we can go ahead and press OK. We can go ahead and press New to start creating the virtual machine, and I'll go ahead and type in Ventoy LiveCD, and then change type to Linux, and change the version to Other Linux 64-bit. Now we can go ahead to memory, change that to 2048, which should be basically enough for all that we need to do with Ventoy. You can go ahead and make it higher, but usually you don't need to. So go ahead and press continue. No virtual hard disk because we won't need that. Go ahead and press create and press continue. Now just go to the settings and go to storage. Click on the empty disk here and choose disk file, and then navigate to where Ventoy is and click that. So now we can go ahead and use Ventoy. Now just go to ports, USB, and make sure that the controller is selected on USB 3.0. And then, so there's two different ways you can add your USB device to Ventoy when it's running. You can either add it here, and for me, Patriot Memory would be my USB device. Or, and the way that I'm going to do it, because I prefer it, is I'm just going to add it in later once it's booted. So we'll go ahead and click OK here. And then we can go ahead and click Start. And then it will be small at first, so you can press Command C to switch it to make it bigger. And then it should automatically boot into the LiveCD. And then we can just fast forward through the boot up process. So what we could do is go up here to Devices, USB, and then select it. And now my USB device is connected to VirtualBox. So now I can just go ahead and press A, refresh, and there it is, SDA. So now we can go ahead and just select that and install Ventoy to the USB. But I'm not going to go ahead and do that because I've already installed that to my device. So that's pretty much it.